Hi, everybody. Welcome to Kelle's Corner. I'm Kelle Sutliff, psychic medium, and I am going to talk to you today about an important word. And I'm going to tell you who you are. All right? So, you are actually the self employed guru. All right? So, we forget that we are actually all self employed people, right? We are the temple of our body, we're the temple of our wisdom, we're the temple of our energy, right? We're all that and more, okay? And we forget we're all self-employed, aren't we? Self is internal. Self is about us being. Self is about giving. Self is about how you are connected to your community, right? So we forget every day that we are our own CEOs and CFOs and that we are the people who are in charge. And so when we forget that we aren't self-employed anymore, okay, and we don't live our lives that way. So, you know what? That's when we kind of get out of kilter. And so, you're a born entrepreneur, all right? You're a born leader. You're born to embrace. You're born to be entitled to change, to do new things, right? This is truly about shifting, and you're shifting into your new wisdom as being that self-employed guru. And by being that, what happens is you have to look as yourself as this embodied, wonderful, empowered being. Everybody's forgotten that. Even if you're employed or self-employed, okay, you don't think of yourself as being self-employed because you got to do it for everybody else. You got to do that, but you really truly are the center of what you want to begin, what you want to have, and you know what? That comes from understanding that. So when you get off kilter and you think the world's against you and this is not working out, or my union's not working for me, or you know what, my job isn't working for me, or this person I'm working for is a real pill and I can't stand them anymore, right? This is where you have to realize that you don't let anybody take your center away because you're self-employed. You're self-employed by God. You're self-employed by your soul. You're self-employed by your choices. You're self-employed by how you give. You're self-employed by what financial growth you have. You are self-employed by raising your children. You're self-employed about caring for loved ones. You're self-employed, and you know what? Your soul is self-employed. We come in this world by ourselves, and we leave this world by ourselves. And I would say it's what we do in between that is the most important piece, right? But when you don't carry great self-esteem, or you don't carry that I can't do this attitude, okay, which it's not good to be like that. And you got to change those thought process that you say to yourself. So you truly miss the alignment, and you have to go back, and even if you just say, I am self-employed, all right, that has power, that has empowerment, right? That's about high vibration. That's about got the cred, so I can do all this stuff, right? So this is about you being embraced, you being empowered. And you know what? We have a lot of wisdom that comes with that, right? I love it. That you have that wisdom to be able to manifest and go forward and not, take any crapola from anybody. You just go on forward and you question. Well, the good thing is that we have so many shifts that are occurring. We talk about shifts all the time in astrology, and we talk about this kind of thing. You know what? Today, February 1st, it's kind of a big deal because we have Venus in Aquarius, and we have 4 planets, a moon, a sun shifting all at the same time. All right. So when that happens, you have a lot of different dynamics happening. Okay. There's wisdom, shifting, all that kind of thing. Right. So it's bringing you into new path, new pattern. And when you are in that type of energy, you're going to see a lot of information or different things come from like the top down. Okay. Shifting from the top down. Okay. Realigning, all that kind of thing. So what happens is that you allow freedom to begin. And when you allow freedom to begin and allow that to come into your self-employment and about whom you are and what you're about, what happens is that you become that empowered soul you're supposed to be. So I don't say so much always accepting dynamics. Question whether things are right. Question, how things feel. We're so empowered. We forget our intuition. We're all about that. That's who we are. We can't live this world without intuition and following gut and instinct and that self-employment, right? Okay, you're the CEO. If something doesn't feel right, I'm not going forward with this. Question whether or not you should do something. Whatever your first thought sense is of whether or not it feels right, you do it or you don't do it. So this is this retraining, this self-employment. You're a self-employed guru here, right? Of what feels right, how you're going to lead the ship, how you're going to lead your life, how you're going to, guide all this guidance that you have to give in your lifetime, which is a lot. And this is that liberation that's occurring right now. This is why, as collectives, we're questioning, and we're questioning whether or not something feels right, feels wrong, all that kind of thing. And this is the component that, you have to step up and say, maybe it isn't going to work for you. And that can be with your own life, personal life. It can be with, any dynamic like that. It can be with the world. It can be with the economy. It can be with a lot of different things. Realigning doesn't necessarily have to mean stress. Okay? It doesn't have to mean strife. And that's what you have to get out of. You have to shift and say, you're going down a road right now. It's not so cool. I'm the CEO of who I am. I'm self-employed now. You know what? This isn't going to be, so cool. I'm objecting with this. This isn't right. Look at the other side. All right. So there's going to be a lot of that occurring. And, but the major thing, and I've talked about this before, 2021 is a 5-year. The best word I can describe for 2021 is the word freedom. So you're going to see a lot of things get changed. And, with that comes a change within your soul, within your space, within whom you are. You know what? And it's not, it will be healthy, all right? And it will be, aligned with what you're about. But the card I pulled, actually, besides the self-employment card, that you all are little entrepreneurs, is the pay attention card. So this is when you see signs, symbols, repetitions of the same patterns, right? All of that kind of thing. This is about remembering that, listen, because there's so many signs that everybody sends to us. The last card I pull, I love this one, is the worthiness card. So this is showing me that you're worthy, that you're entitled. Worthiness means money. Worthiness means adjustment. Worthiness means, you're that self-employed guru, and you're worthy of receiving. You're worthy of having good in your life. You're worthy of shifting. You're worthy of making choices. You're worthy of making choices on your own, okay, and not to have, anything that interrupts with it. That's an important piece too. And this is a perfect time to go in and research, all right? So I want everyone to research. You research what's true, what's fact, what feels right, what's going on with the world, what's going on with the country. Research. And with that, then you feel more empowered. You know what's right for yourself. It's really important too to remember that, there's a lot of past prophets, a lot of prophecies in our world of things that have been predicted, things that have occurred. I mean, I do predictions too. I'm a medium, I'm a psychic. So whatever I feel, say, I do. But I also make evidence happen, right? To see if it's true, if it feels right, if it doesn't feel right, using all your senses. That's the same thing for you. There's a really fabulous prophet that I want everybody to Google, and his name is Kim Clement, and he was a phenomenal prophecy, and he would be prophet and he was intuitive spiritualist, fabulous gentleman who passed in 2016. I gave you his name. Now you just kind of listen, and you see where that takes you. So it's about being empowered and researching and looking at different dynamics and articles. And, Spirit always makes me go backwards to go forward. So sometimes we have to look at patterns and going backwards so that we can look at things and reevaluate where we are in the present and the now. So do that. That's kind of your homework. You know, you're the self-employed guru right now, and you have to research. You got to see where the direction of your new company is going, which is yourself. You have to look to see what feels right, what that dynamic holds, and hold fast to it, and understand that it's right. Okay. So with that, I thank you for listening today, and I wish you all the best this week. And in doing so, if you're interested in a reading, please contact me at psychicmediumkelly.com. All best. Thank you.